Good morning, everybody, and welcome to OL 325 Total Rewards. My name is Amy Martin, and I will be your instructor for this term. I like to do a quick video to start the course just so that you can put a face with a name and you know who you'll be talking to throughout the term. But I also like to take just a moment to go over the course project with you and explain some of the steps of the project and just the overview of the project so that you can go ahead and get started right away. What's important for you to know is that in this course we have 3 milestone projects and then a final project, and each milestone builds on the other. The first milestone is due in Module 3, second milestone is due in Module 5, third milestone is due in Module 6, and the final milestone is due in Module 7. What's nice about this course is that you have a lot of work up front, but the last 2 weeks of the term, we don't have any discussion board questions, and we have an essay case study due in Unit 8. So you'll have a lot of busy times in the first through 6th module, but as we get towards the end of the class, you have a little bit of a break to catch up maybe on some of your other courses that might have final projects due in Module 7 or 8. So I want to just start off by telling you where to find the project. You're going to go to My Management Lab in the course. That is on the left-hand side of your navigation pane. Once you do that, you click on that, you'll sign into the Pearson website. You'll be taken to your home page, and there you'll find your text, and you'll also find the course project information. There are 2 files that you need to review. The first is the TXT file, or the text file, that has all of the project information in it. And then you'll also find an Excel file which you will be using in Module 3. And you only do the first tab on the Excel, but we'll talk more about that later. It's very important that you begin to familiarize yourself with this project because the milestones can take anywhere from 5 to 10 hours per milestone for you to complete. So please do not wait until Unit 3 or Module 3 to start working on your first milestone. Students who do that get behind, and then they're behind the entire course, and it's very difficult for them to catch up. It's not impossible, but it is very difficult. So please start looking at it right away, asking questions right away so that you have the best chance to do as well on the project as you possibly can. I want to tell you, it is a lot of work, so I don't want you to be surprised by that. But the advantage is you're completing a real-world project that you will actually be able to take into job interviews with you. This is a project that I have my senior HR professionals work on, so it's definitely going to set you apart from other people that you're applying with if you're entering the HR field or you're trying to get a promotion. So put as much effort into it as you can, make it your own, and make it a product that you would want to take along to a job interview with you, because I promise you if you were interviewing with me, I would be super impressed with your ability to put together a project of this magnitude in your undergraduate work. Okay, so once you have reviewed the text file and you have taken a look at the Excel, please navigate to Module 3. I have posted 4 documents there that I created myself after teaching this course a few times, just some frequently asked questions, an outline that I would like for you to use, some websites that you might be able to use for your project, and so on. The outline will help you because if you follow that format exactly, you won't miss anything in the paper. And please make sure you change the heading colors and so on. I have them color-coded for you based on what milestone they are to be turned in. But format your paper, changing the color and the font, and make sure you remove my comments. But if you use that guide and you follow that format, you won't leave anything out. One of the most important things to remember about the project, this might not make sense to you right now, but it will in a little bit. Make sure that your job descriptions, your graphs, and your tables all go in the appendix. They are not to go into the body of the paper. Each milestone must be between 5 and 7 pages of body, which means you need to write the paper like you would any academic paper, and then the actual real-world work, like the job descriptions that you'll design and the tables and the graphs so on, will go into the appendix and do not count towards the 5 to 7 page paper count for your final paper. In addition to that, you need to make sure that you have at least 5 scholarly references per milestone, which means you'll end up with a total of at least 20 scholarly references when you turn in your final paper. And you cannot use, like, you'll use ONET as one of your references. You can't use different pages of ONET to count towards your 5. If you have multiple pages of ONET, that's fine, so long as those aren't counting towards your 5. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. Also, one of the most important things to remember is that every heading that is on the outline of the paper must be supported with evidence and must contain in-text citations to support that evidence. Any section of the paper that does not provide in-text citations and support through evidence will not receive full credit. Also, just a quick note on your discussion boards, make sure you're posting by Thursday of your time zone. I do take into account where you live before marking it late. Make sure you cite your first discussion question. In addition to that, make sure you have at least 3 follow-up questions to your classmates. Your initial post should be at least 300 words and your follow-up post should be at least 150 words. If you have any other questions at all, texting is always pretty easy for me. I do work full-time. I'm an HR director for a city in California. So I do work full-time, but I have the ability to text quite often, and I can take calls after I'm off work or sometimes even the middle of the day if I'm not already in meetings. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can, and I'm here for you as a resource. I look forward to getting to know you on the discussion boards, and if you have any questions at all, please let me know, and talk to you soon. Thanks.